guys, this is Juan and Pam. We hope we find everybody well while you're watching this video. The reason why we're recording a video is because we just wanted to share our own COVID-19 story, just give you guys our perspective and just how we handled it. Hopefully it'll give you guys maybe a new light, give you new hope, and hopefully maybe just take away some of the fear of what this virus has been broadcasted on social media. So Juan's going to start you off with just like telling you guys just kind of like what our symptoms were and stuff like that.
Well, mostly what I could start off with is my symptoms. I still kind of have them right now. Maybe you could hear it through my voice.
We may cough here and there.
Yeah, so it was mostly like, it started with like a cough and a fever, so I just thought it was a regular fever. Of course, when I get fevers, it's pretty extreme. I can't really go anywhere. I'm mostly in bed. I was also feeling fatigued. Just really just fear like a regular cold for me. So basically, I thought it was just gonna go away like in the usual 2 days, and then that didn't happen. I had to call into work and tell them what was going on, and then because it was taking so long, they were requesting a test. So I did that, and then once I got that, my results came out positive. It didn't seem like that was the case. I mean, I didn't have trouble breathing. I did here and there after they told me, just because when I would take like deep breaths, I would start coughing, and so like taking deep breaths and all of that will make it hard for me to breathe. That was basically the biggest thing. But other than that, just my cold would come and go. My fever will come and go anywhere from like 100 to 106, 104, something like that. And it will just come and go.
For me, basically what my symptoms were basically the same thing. Mine started a little bit over 3 weeks ago. It started with actually with nausea and a headache. I did have shortness of breath, but it's because whenever I was at work, I was moving a lot, and so I just thought I was just tired. And I'm like, oh, we're busy, so that's why I have shortness of breath. I really didn't think at all that I had COVID-19 until Juan got his results that were positive, and then I just started connecting the dots, and that's when I realized I should probably get tested because I think I also have COVID-19. But basically those were my symptoms. I had nausea, I had headaches. I did have a cough here and there, but I just started taking Halls and that made my cough go away, so I didn't think the cough was a big deal. And then just amongst other things, but those were the high ones for me, and the one that stood out the longest was the headache. I never had a fever, so that's why I didn't think I had COVID, is because I never had a fever. So I just didn't really think much of it. Now, whenever we did have all that, I mean, like Juan said, we never thought that it was COVID-19, but one of the reasons was because we were never scared of COVID-19. That was something that we were never really fearful of. We did wear masks, so whenever we were at work, we both work in optical, and so we both see about 30 to 40 patients a day. And so we did have to wear masks. I actually wore glasses, and so did Juan, so that was our eyewear protectant. And we would test our patients. We would take their temperature, and we would also take our own temperature every day. So those were all the things that we were taking as precautions. Same thing, I would usually go to the grocery store, and I still wore a mask when I went to the grocery store. Not that I was fearful of COVID-19, but because I just wanted to be just conscious of other people who are fearful of COVID-19.
And the older people that once they get it, it could be a little bit more harder for them, just because they already had trouble with health. That's mostly the reason we wear the mask, because we didn't want to be that reason that they got it or something. Like, I mean, we have it now, so especially now we haven't been out.
Yeah.
Or anything.
But yeah, but that was just basically what we had. Now, during this video, I just want you guys to know that we're not trying to change anybody else's experience that maybe has had COVID-19. We thankfully were one of the mild cases, but the majority of the cases have been mild cases. So we have been able to thankfully recover at home. Like I said, the only thing that worried me was his temperature. He was actually getting better. There was about 2 days where he didn't have a temperature and he was fine. And then a day after, he had a temperature again. It was back to 101. But like I said, during that time, we were never fearful of. I was never fearful for his health because we know who our healer is. I do believe that our risen Savior Jesus Christ has been helping us during this whole time. This virus has not been a surprise to him. It wasn't a surprise to him that we ourselves got the virus. So we were never fearful we were never fearful for our health. And we are already a living testament that we're already getting a lot better. I feel about 85% better than what I used to. I don't know about you, babe. How do you feel?
I feel 90. It's just that cough. So I'm
Yeah.
basically back to normal.
Yeah, basically back to normal. Now we both are going to get tested before we go back to work. So we're not just going to be like, hey, you guys, I feel better. I'm just going to start working. We're going to go get tested again before we go back to work. So yeah. And then another thing was just like what we did during the time that he was sick so he could get better, how we worked through that. Um, the one thing was, I mean, Juan did have COVID a little bit harder than what I did. Like I said, I never had a fever. The headache was the more annoying part of the virus, but like I said, he was the one that had a fever. So whenever he was down, I had to be up. I had to help him. I had to make sure he took his medicine. I had to wash the bed sheets multiple times because he would sweat through them through the night. I was just trying to do my part into helping him get better, even though I still had COVID-19 at the same time. I was feeling, like I said, slightly better than what he was, and so it was my job to step up to the plate and to help him. Not once did I ever want him to ever feel less of a man that he was sick. I never wanted him to feel like it was annoying to do everything that I needed to do for him, because there was probably about 2 days that he could barely get out of bed to just like brush his teeth and go to the restroom and stuff like that, because that's how tired his body felt. And my body felt tired too, but I knew that he felt a little worse than me, so it was my job to step up to the plate and to help him get better. Because I mean, we are married, we are one and pan perfecto. And so whenever I vowed to him that I was going to be with him in sickness and in health, rich or poor, I meant those words that I told him. And so I wanted to make sure that I was doing my part in helping him to get better.
And she did.
Yeah.
Everything worked out very well. She was also, if you do happen to have this, of course, drink your fluids. We have a lot of Gatorade right now and a lot of Sweato. I don't know how you say that in English. And then basically just replenish all your electrolytes, all your fluids as much as possible, because, and also we ate a lot. Well, not a lot, just like normal. But we just, because with the COVID, you have a loss of appetite. You can't taste anything.
Oh, yeah.
So I would constantly tell Pam, all right, so we gotta eat. And she's like, are you hungry? It's like, no, but I know I have to eat. And as soon as we did that, my body started sweating again because it was working again. It had the nutrients it needed it, and it had it. So biggest thing right there, just eat when you have to. We ate a lot of soup, a lot of caldo.
Chicken soup.
Chicken soup. And so that's the biggest recommendation there, because it will replenish what you need.
Yeah. Basically, we were just trying to feed our body what it needed to fight this virus. But like I said, we knew who our healer was. We were just doing our part to help our body get better. Isaiah 54:17 says, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. And so we highly believed in that. And so that's what we were doing to get better. We were just helping our body, but we were at the same time praying to get better because we knew who our healer was, and he was healing us during this whole time. We never had to worry about it or fear about it, because we knew who he was. Sorry, I have a little notebook because I don't want to get sidetracked.
But yes, of
It's 10
course,
minutes already.
those are our beliefs. Like I said, those are our beliefs. That's what we do on our daily routine. Anything that comes our way, maybe like a car accident or anything like that, that has always been our belief system.
Alrighty, and then one of the other reasons why we were fearful of this virus was because of the high recovery rate. On WebMD, it actually says that there's a 97 to a 99.75% recovery rate on WebMD. So that's just the cherry on top as to one of the reasons why we weren't fearful of this virus.
Yeah, but that's just what we went through. We can only speak for like our age group. Also, we don't have like any other illnesses. We don't have trouble breathing already, so it's not to make light of anything. If you do have any questions, have any concerns, something doesn't sit right with the video, you can always message us. That's not a problem there. And then also, it is still serious. There's some, like mostly like my elderly already have some symptoms or anything like that. Just be careful, be courteous, be kind, and just think about the next person next to you. Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, the whole reason why we made this video is just because, like I said, we just wanted to shed new light into this pandemic. Maybe hopefully take away some of the fear that people had of this. I have met a couple of people who have been very fearful of this virus, and we just wanted to maybe hopefully take away some of the fear that people have. Um, I believe that God called us on this earth on purpose for a purpose. We just wanted to be light bringers and hope givers for people who are fearful of it. Um, we just wanted to just basically give new light into what's been a very dark time, I believe, on social media. And so we just wanted to let people know that there's still love out there, there's still hope. God gives you grace, and we just wanted to let people know that there's still good in this world. So, like I said, if you have any questions, please just give us an email. We don't want to start this. We didn't want to do this video to start a debate on our comments or anything like that. If you have anything, please let us know. And we just hope this video just finds everybody well, and hopefully just gives people a little bit more hope. We love you all. Y'all take care. Bye.
Bye.